Hey guys, welcome back to Back Pocket Game Reviews, and yesterday was Nintendo's big Nintendo Direct. I didn't record anything yesterday. I actually wasn't feeling very well yesterday. I had pretty bad stomach pains. I don't know why. I don't know what they're caused by. I feel alright today, so we're going to continue on today, just like nothing happened. Nintendo announced a lot of things yesterday. There were some things no one probably really saw was coming, and there's a lot of really big stuff that came out of all of it. First off, we'll start with the more, I wouldn't say lackluster, but the stuff that's probably not going to be as big a news. They did announce a bundle for the Switch. Now, mind you, all the bundles you've seen so far have been done by stores. They have not been done by Nintendo. This is the first Nintendo bundle done by any of the stores, or by Nintendo itself. This is a bundle with the Switch, and it's going to have 2 red Joy-Cons because it's Mario themed. It's a Super Mario Odyssey bundle, and it's also going to have Super Mario Odyssey, and it's going to have a Super Mario Odyssey themed case for the Switch. Now, that case is probably going to be the only thing that's going to be free out of the bundle. Like, that's going to be your real price discount right there, is going to be the case. Not saying that's a bad bundle. If you're looking to get a Switch and you wanted Mario Odyssey, you're getting a free case out of it. That's at least what I'm assuming. I don't think there's going to be any other price discounts. It's probably going to be like $350, so maybe a couple bucks off of Super Mario Odyssey, technically, and a free case. I'm not shocked that they finally did a bundle. I mean, you'd kind of think that eventually they're going to have to, and coming into the holidays, that might be a wise idea to bundle something, especially like your biggest game going into the holidays. Because if you're a Nintendo person and you're picking up a Nintendo console, you're probably going to pick up whatever Mario game that they currently have out for it. So, I think a lot of people will probably be excited for the bundle. It was kind of cool that they did Mario-themed Joy-Cons. I mean, they're red Joy-Cons. You get the red one already when you get... Actually, I think it might be a slightly different red than that's in the red and the blue. I honestly can't tell. But they now have a Mario Odyssey bundle. It'll be coming out on October 27th, which is the same day, I believe, that Mario Odyssey comes out as well. Now, they also announced another new game called Octopath Traveler. That is actually going to be made by Square Enix, well, published by Square Enix, and it's actually going to be made by the same people that made Bravely Default. If you've never played Bravely Default, it was an incredible game. It's done in a very unique style. It kind of is like a throwback to the old school Final Fantasy games, but it had a unique fighting system called the default system, where you can default a move, build up that power, and essentially build up a more powerful attack on your attack turn. Now, the art style of Bravely Default was very interesting. It was very unique. Octopath Traveler seems to be taking an even more unique style that they're going with, and they call it 2D 3D. So if you are a JRPG fan, this is probably going to be a game you'll be excited about, especially if you check out any of the gameplay for it. They showed off a little bit, and it looks like they're going to try to kind of put a unique spin on the default system as well. They didn't really go too much into details about it, and again, I'm not a huge JRPG guy. I did like the Bravely Default series. I thought it was a very unique series and a very well done series, and the art style was incredibly encapturing with Bravely Default. So, those are 2 pretty big announcements. Then they showed off a little bit of Xenoblade Chronicles 2. I never played the first Xenoblade Chronicles. Was never a big Xenoblade Chronicles guy. Again, I don't really play a lot of JRPGs. However, Xenoblade Chronicles 2 did look really good. They didn't really show off too much. It was just more like tidbits that people that probably played the first game would honestly want to see. like what the different towns looked like, and a couple other little features that went into it. Then now we're gonna start getting into the big announcements. Skyrim for the Switch now has a release date. Yes, it is 11/17/17. The interesting part to that is Skyrim's actual release date was 11/11/11. So 11/17/17. It's kind of the same thing. But that's exciting. I'll probably buy Skyrim again just so I can play it on the go. Mind you, this isn't going to be the touched up special edition version of Skyrim that we got. This is going to be closer to the original version of Skyrim that we all got at one point. And it's going to have some extras in it added in for Nintendo, such as you can get the Hylian Shield, and you can get the Master Sword, and the Warrior's Tunic, which would be Zelda's tunic, or Link's tunic, not Zelda's. So that was also very exciting news, because it's just been to be decided, has been the announced date for a long time on that. Then, yes, because of course there's more. There's always more. Then they showed off Doom 2016 will be coming to the Nintendo Switch. That's pretty big news right there. That's going to be like the first actual shooter game you're going to actually get on the Switch. And I mean, I might not have played Doom 2016. I played the demo for it when it originally dropped, or the beta, I mean, when it originally dropped. It was alright. The combat was just very fast paced, but to be able to have an actual competitive shooter on something like the Switch, I'll probably wind up picking it up because it would be really cool to be able to play something like that on the go or when I'm not at home. So that's probably going to be the first time I'm going to pick up Doom 2016. They also announced that Wolfenstein Shadows of the Colossus will be coming to the Nintendo Switch as well. That's a brand new game. Like, that's a game that's coming out on the Xbox One, the PS4 Pro, PS4, Xbox One X. It's coming to all those. And it's also coming to the Switch now. I don't believe it's coming out at the same time. I believe it will be coming out in 2018 for the Switch, so it will not have a release date that is with all the other consoles. I will probably still pick that up on like the Xbox or the PlayStation, because I would prefer to have the graphics for that, as opposed to, because it doesn't have multiplayer. Multiplayer is a big part of the reason why I would grab Doom for that. They showed off some more Rocket League coming. I believe they actually gave a release date for Rocket League, but I'm really bad at remembering dates. Thankfully, Bethesda made Skyrim's extremely easy to remember. But they showed off some more Rocket League, which will be crossplay. So you'll be able to play with people on Xbox, PC, everything except for PS4. PS4 is the only one who doesn't support crossplay. But I do know the last time I signed in on my Xbox to play Rocket League, which I actually did for my Patreon live stream, or my Patreon playdate with Chaz, it actually told me that I had crossplay enabled on mine, and I would be able to play with people from other consoles or other devices. So PC, essentially, right now. It's just PC and Xbox as of the moment that can crossplay. And then they also showed off this new game. I honestly cannot remember its name, though. They were shooting guns, like these weird kind of looking guns. It kind of had like it felt kind of like Overwatch when you were watching it. But like you would shoot someone in the leg, and then your leg would grow and their leg would shrink. And the whole thing by the end of the game was there's these avatars in the backgrounds of the map. You wanted your avatar to be bigger than the other team's avatar. So your overall team size was what mattered the most. But it's like teams of 5v5, I think, is what it was. It might have been 4v4. But it was a pretty unique looking game. I really don't know if it'll be good. They didn't show off enough of it for me to really gather out of that. But as different limbs grow in the game, such as like your arm or your leg, you get different abilities. So if your legs grow, you can jump higher and stuff along those lines. So it could be a pretty interesting game. They did show off some more indie stuff because we all know Nintendo loves indies. Tomorrow is the release date of Samus Returns, which heads up for those of you who have a 3DS and wanted to play Samus Returns. This is going to be more like an old school 2D Samus game. So it's a 2D side-scrolling Metroid game that you can play on your 3DS. If you have a new 3DS, you can now play Minecraft on your 3DS. That is now available. I'm not a Minecraft fan, but I'm sure someone out there's got to be excited about that, because you can play Minecraft on everything now. There's not a single thing that I think Minecraft doesn't exist on. So that's pretty much a big part of oh no, they showed off Kirby. They showed off Kirby for the Switch. It was like a little teaser. You didn't really get to see a lot of it. It did look like the more newer Kirby games that I've seen on like the Wii and the Wii and the GameCube style kind of Kirby games. More like Kirby's Return to Dreamland. It kind of looked more like that. So I'm not a huge Kirby fan anymore. I thought they were great when I was younger, but it doesn't really stand out as much to me as what it used to. I might wind up picking it up, and I might play it just for review purposes. I still need to get my 3 reviews that I'm sitting on up. They'll probably all 3 go live tomorrow, and I'll probably space them out with 2 hours in between them. One of them is a Nintendo review. It's on Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battles. So, guys, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to drop a thumbs up. Also, plenty more content coming for you, so stick around.